Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about what campaigns are kicking in right after this update. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the very first thing I want to go over is, of course, the new limited time quest Halpha Environmental Testing Zone Cleanup Operation. So, just run this whenever you can, because remember, there are a bunch of goodies over here, including seasonal points that you can earn. Another thing I want to go over is the seasonal shop has updated, so there's a bunch of stuff that you can pick up, including 40 more special scratch tickets, so make sure that you actually buy them out. The next thing I want to go over is, of course, the new AC Scratch Easter Festival over here. So there are a bunch of cosmetic items, and the Sega website has been updated with the fashion items for the Easter Festival. So you can see here are all of the different fashion items. I think the most notable ones are going to be the Rabbit Love Eyes. These are really pretty, as well as the curly cowlick extensions. This is also going to look really good on specific designs. And of course, the cat eye contacts if you are going for a Neko Mimi type of look. Alright, with all of that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is, of course, PSO2 Day. Remember, PSO2 Day applies to everyone, regardless whether you're a free-to-play member or a premium member. Everyone gets the benefit from this, so make sure that you take full advantage when it does roll around. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are changes that are coming in on April 10th. So that is not this week, this is next week. However, there are some massive changes. First of all, there's going to be a bunch of changes to the SG shop. So basically all the boosters that currently give us 100% RDR, all of these boosters are being changed to boost 150 RDR instead of 100, and the prices are staying the same. So this is pretty nice to see. However, you know and I know that rare drop rate is a lie. So even if you boost it to ridiculous amounts, chances of you getting a rare item is still very low, especially if you're like me and you're going to be farming for the 11-star weapons. I bet you're gonna need like 1000% rare drop rate or even higher to even see any significant change, because I've run this with like 600% RDR before and I just kind of got shafted. Now, speaking about shafted, unfortunately the hunter class got shafted really hard, especially if you're a sword hunter. Basically, they nerfed the living daylights out of your Spiral Edge Type 2, because basically what sword hunters could do before was they would take Spiral Edge Type 2 as the sword tech arts customization, as well as the bouncer add-on skill Encore Jump, and you were able to get insane amounts of damage, like really good damage. And personally, I didn't see a problem with it, because it was a very niche way of playing. Like, you had to just, you had to practice it a lot in order to get really good at it, to pull it off all the time. But maybe on the JP servers, there were a lot of issues with like the speed runs or something, or the time attack or the ARC's records. I'm not entirely sure, but nevertheless, they have nerfed these two things over here, unfortunately. So that's really rare to see. Usually Sega just buffs everything, so I am pretty surprised to see that they did nerf this. So I'm assuming that this was a major issue on the JP server. On the global server, I didn't see that big of an issue. Maybe on the other ships it was, but on ship 2, I don't think it was that big of a problem. Now, another thing that is kicking in on April 10th, so again, this is next week, is going to be a bunch of balance adjustments. The TLDR is everything's being buffed over here. So technique adjustments, braver adjustments, the Waker adjustments, the tech art customization adjustments, the add-on skills adjustments, these are all positive changes. The hunter balance adjustment is a buff for caliber streak, but that's it. It's just for caliber streak. So unfortunately, the hunters kind of got the short end of the stick this update, so that is a little bit unfortunate. As for my braver mains out there, don't worry, our katanas did not get buffed or nerfed. It's just the same thing, but the bow did get buffed, so this is actually really nice. Dimensional Ray did get a small buff, so I am glad to see that. But again, I still need to see more buffs for the bow. I really want the bow to be like super duper OP powerful, like the same tier as katana, so that people will actually consider using the bow, because at its current state, people are still going to lean towards the katana. And last but not least, last night was the NGS headline. If you did miss that, I do have a recap video which I uploaded yesterday. I'll leave the link in the description below. A lot of people really appreciated the first 10 seconds of the video. I had a lot of fun making it. So if you haven't seen that video, please give it a shot.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!